So we're going to talk a little bit about guard in general, and we're going to talk about guard play that anyone can use of any age or flexibility. Guards that you don't have to have any unique attributes to be able to play. I think one of the main ones would be half guard. I don't think you have to be particularly flexible or athletic, and it's highly effective at all levels. So to us, the way we define guard is distance management. So it's me using my feet, knees, and hands to manage the distance between us so that he can't run away and he can't pressure me and flatten me out. We've all been, pressure passed, and that's not a fun time. So we'll work on that as a skill, as one thing, but essentially what I'm using guard for is off balancing, managing distance so that I can get on top or hunt submissions. So we don't typically think of setups for submissions in the typical way. To me, the idea is my off balancing and the attempts of me trying to get up and get on top open up the opportunities for submissions. So what I mean by that is if David's on top and I'm playing half guard or knee shield or whatever I'm doing, if I just try to grab his arms and force him into submissions, it'll never work. Right? So we do have to set up our submissions, but the way that I set them up isn't by faking him out, it's by me trying to get up. If he wants to keep me down here, he has to come forward. And when I off balance him and make his hands touch the floor, every time his hand touches the floor, there's a submission opportunity or an opportunity to get on top all the time. So if I want to work on submissions, I would just start in half guard. And I would ask him to try to get chest to chest with me and get an underhook. Once he does that, I lose, he wins. This would end the game. My job is to make his hand touch the floor as many times as I can from this position. Then I would scale that up. And maybe the second time I play this game, every time his hand touches, I'm going to look for an opportunity to either get off of my back or take a submission threat. So we would play. Go ahead. And notice I push, I pull, I rotate, right? Any direction I can or feel would assist in making his hand touch the floor as many times as I can for as long as I can. When I'm trying to teach people how to catch submissions from bottom, first they have to be able to off balance. If you can't off balance, catching submissions is like nearly impossible.
So to simplify about faking, the best way to fake is to really attempt and see what opens up from that actual attempt.
Yeah.
I find it's the same thing with striking. I always like to punch. I always like to do a full counter. If I react to your fake, I am going to react live. Same with grappling. The best fake is a live attack.
Yeah, it's an actual attempt. It's my attempt to off balance and get up that gives me the opportunity to do the thing I want to do ultimately. And if he doesn't defend that and he doesn't put his hand on the mat, he falls down and I get on top anyways, which is, for us, I like what Chris Hoyter says about guard, one on top, stay on top, and one on bottom, try to be on top. That's the best way to play jiu-jitsu. And all the opportunities for submissions come from that. So if we were to build on this, we would play the same game. And then every time his hand touches, I would look for either an opportunity to finish a sweep or grab a submission.